wants to be king!
Welcome back to the War Room, men. Before we get going today, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Tony Bruno. I appreciate you having me on your show and everybody who called in and participated in that show. I appreciate you guys. It was good talking to you guys and getting to know some of the guys that I've gone back and forth with in the comments of my videos, Tony's videos, and some of the other content creators like Hold the Truth Hostage and several other guys. I also want to give a shout out to Uncle Guns. It was good talking to you, brother. You sound exactly like the man I envision you to be based off the comments that you've left in the past. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And it was great chatting with you. I look forward to doing it again in the future. In the next few videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these things short and concise and really just give you guys some bullet points to chew on and not consume a bunch of your time with rants and stories or any of that. And why I want to do this is based on some of the questions that I got when I was on Tony's show, as well as some of the questions that I've gotten via email in the comment section on some of the videos. It's obvious that there's a lot of young men that are desperately looking for guidance. They're desperately looking for a path that they can follow that isn't going to leave them with their pockets touching and more frustrated than when they came into this space. And because that's not what sells, it's really hard to find that. And if and when it seems that they do, it always comes at a premium. I've said many, many times, this channel is not about building myself as a brand or any of that corny shit. I am genuinely here to help men. And one of the things that I've come to notice in some of the questions is the absolute disregard of the sacred value of time. One of the things that I've come to learn in my 51 years is that finite resource is the one thing that we can't renew this. We can't redo this thing called life. Time is the most valuable resource, but so many people waste it in fear, with doubt, with, whatever it is that keeps you shackled and stuck where you are today. One of the guys called in and he asked me, how do I go about, taking a step? He was a guitar player. He wanted to learn how to play guitar. So he's bought the books, the courses. He's done all of these things. Basically, he's a fighter, shadow boxing, and never getting in the ring. And, I think a lot of times that boils down to some very, very simple truths. Either you're lazy or you're scared of failure. And those two things can be remedied relatively easy. If you're lazy, simply get off your ass and start moving. Take a step forward. If you're scared, if you're afraid of failure, then what you need to do, I'll rip the Band-Aid off the truth for you right now. You're probably going to fail. Whenever you do something new, whenever you decide to turn and face your monsters in life or go towards something that in your heart you want to do, but you've got this block. Whenever you do that, it's horrifying. It is terrifying to step into an arena that you're not comfortable in, especially when you have zero idea what you're doing. But until you step into that arena, until you take that initial ass whooping, you're never going to get better. And that was the answer that I gave this gentleman who called into the show. How do you stop procrastinating, going forth with what you want? You simply take a step forward. That's what you have to do. You have to realize, you young men that listen to this, you guys, the demographic on this channel is 18 to 35 male. You guys who listen to this, you guys who listen to this message and it sounds alien because, you think things are different and you think that you're special because you're 18, 20, 30 years old right now. I promise you one thing. If you get to live to be the age that I am today, it's going to go by so fast. You're going to blink and you're going to be an old dude. And what you do with that time every day, when you wake up What you do every day is going to set the stage for who and what you are when you reach this area of life. One of the things that I see the most is people take advantage of the most precious resource that we have access to, and that's time. Right now, with the way things are for the past 2 years, pretty much everybody's had all the time in the world to do, be, become, whatever it is that their heart desired. You need to ask yourself at this moment right now, what have you done in the last 24 months to change who, what, where you're going as in comparison to where you were when this Resident Evil, whatever you want to call this thing, kicked off? If you're waiting for the perfect time, if you're waiting for the stars to line up, if you're waiting for the water to just be just perfect before you jump off the diving board, you will end up causing everybody to go back down the ladder because you puss out. Whatever reason you have for not stepping into the fray, stepping into the suck, you've got to do away with that. You've got to realize that you do not have all the time in the world. So what the fuck would you waste one more second doing nothing? One more second doing what you don't truly want to do? Today's message is very simple, man. Everyone from Elon Musk to the bum that's going down Skid Row, they have the same 24 hours in the day. What they do with that time is what dictates what those men's life looks like. Honor your time. Honor that precious resource. And out of every second, of every minute, of every hour, of every day, make sure that you're maximizing your time. Out.